I am Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers.
I'm Nick Young. You tune in to Kicks on Court.
Hey again, everyone, and welcome back to Kicks on Court Weekly Recap. I'm your host, George Kill. Glad you tuned in. So today we talk Kicks on Court with the rookies and share with you a preview of our upcoming interview with one of the top 10 centers to ever play. But first, without wasting time, we dive straight into the Kicks on Court champion race. Yes, people, it's that time again.
One thing I think I might give the edge to Tuck, just because the sneakers that he brings out and stuff that you might not have seen for 5 or 6 years, and you know he's had it for that long. So I'll give him that edge. You know, Nick obviously he brings heat on the court. You know, he debuted the Kobe 9s this year and customized the Carolina low top, was it the patent leather joints, and made them purple. So that was a little crazy and out there, but you expect that from Nick. So they both got a lot of heat, but I might have to give the edge to Tuck.
I hit him with some stuff this year. You know. I think last year, you know, it took my throne away from me, so I kind of forgot about swag. I had to get my swag back on y'all. When I debuted the first Kobe, the Supreme Foams, Christmas Day, recently the Galaxies, and
finally got to wear those Zoom Generations
and my wheats. I forgot. I was about to say I gotta do my wheats. Yeah, no wheats. Yeah. Most definitely. Had 40 in those. Actually, I thought I wasn't going to bring the wheats to the court, you know, but I ended up saying, you know what, I'm going to hit them with these real fast, you know, but I always talk about wearing the Kanye's. I might not get a chance to ever wear those. Yeah, I might just leave those inside.
Tell me this, why do you think you should be the Kicks on Court champion this year?
I think I'll make my case just because I come with a lot of stuff people ain't seen, especially this year with the Kobe's. And then just a lot of classics. Came with some pennies, just stuff like I like to mix up, like the new stuff that maybe people ain't seen or is coming out, and maybe some release dates, some foams, some J's that might be coming out, and then some old stuff, some stuff from a few years back that people may ain't seen in a minute. So I like to mix it up. So I think whoever champion is probably somebody to mix it up like that. You know what I'm saying? Nike been blessing me with, all the crazy Kobe's this year. Release dates, stuff that ain't came out, so it's been kind of crazy with that. But also with a lot of foams, it's been big foams this year. So early on, I was doing a lot of foams too. So just mixing it up. I like to mix it up. I brought a few of the lows I had. These are probably my favorite Kobe's in a minute, other than the Elite 9s. These have been kind of crazy. I mean, just practicing them in them. I only wore them like one game so far, but I'm gonna pull the purple ones out tonight. And these are definitely one of my favorite colors. These are crazy, so I've been hooping to these a lot. It's probably my favorite hoop shoe ever.
PJ, I think he switched to Kobe's this year because Kobe's not playing, and they actually like the exposure, so they hook him up with the new latest and greatest Kobe's this year. They still want him seen on the court and things like that. He's the same size 14, and he loves wearing new shoes. That's just how PJ is. He told me before the season he wants to wear 82 different pairs of shoes. I've actually had games where he changed 3 or 4 times. In one game, yeah. He'll warm up in a pair. He doesn't like the feel. He misses a couple shots, things like that. It's always the shoe's fault when he misses a shot. In Phoenix, he has 2 lockers actually, and honestly, he has probably 50 pairs of shoes in there. He has them just stacked, so he just picks out a couple pairs to wear for that game. Depending on uniform color, he wants to look good. That's how he is.
Why do you feel that you should win the Kicks on Court champion award this year?
I think I've worn a lot of exclusive kicks that people can't really get their hands on. But I just wore a lot of kicks, different kicks this year. Tokyo 5s, of course. I think those are the dopest ones for sure. I wore the Raging Bull pack in several games. I wore the Red 5s when we played in the old school uniforms, and I wore the Raging Bulls. I'm not even sure which game. And I wore a pair of Rudy Gay's all-star kicks that nobody's seen against Phoenix. What else? Red, black, and white 3s. I think, yeah.
Featured guys also discuss who else is worthy of the crown this season.
I've seen, Monte Ellis always stay, consistent, and Tony Ronan, I think he's been coming with some heat too. So, but it's just good to see everybody, just into the sneakers now and doing it. Everybody's trying to upstage people, when they get on the court.
Man, it's been some heat this year, for sure. DeMar DeRozan been killing it. Him and T. Ross, he been coming with some stuff too. Toronto, because they colors, man, they got the perfect colors, so they can really come with it. Like, Obviously Swag, he been, those wheat bronze the other night was crazy. He pulled those out, that was crazy. So definitely him. Tony Roden, Tony been having some stuff. He bring a lot of old stuff back, so I like seeing what Tony wearing because he always come with something different too. So it's been quite a few people.
Right, and you're one of the few people I see that when you come to San Antonio, you bring more than one pair of shoes.
Oh, I always roll with at least 3 or 4 pair. It don't matter how long the road trip.
Tony Roden and Nick Young, those 2 guys for sure. They got kicks.
Now next week we'll begin the road to crowning our 2014 Kicks on Court champion with year-end reviews on our top nominees. So stay tuned to nicekicks.com. Also state your case regarding who should win and why in the comment section below. Now the second round of the NBA playoffs began this week, which means half of the teams have gone fishing, which also equals out to a lesser amount of kicks on court. Nevertheless, we still spotted some gems. Let's take a look. Russell Westbrook began the second round in a new white and blue Air Jordan 29 PE. Paul George wore a navy and yellow Nike Zoom Crusader. John Wall laced up a red Adidas Crazy Quick 2, and Robin Lopez took to the court in a hand-drawn, self-created Adidas Crazy Shadow he nicknamed Totem. LaMarcus Aldridge sported one of the best hyperposites we've seen all year. Fellow teammate Mo Williams wore the laser crimson Nike Kobe 9. LeBron James went with a PE version of the Nike LeBron 11 Elite. And Dwayne Wade opened the second round in a light gray Li-Ning Way of Wade 2 Encore. At the top of the week, Michael Carter-Williams was named the 2014 NBA Rookie of the Year. Although we didn't get a chance to catch up with the 76ers point guard, we learned of other fellow rookies' favorite kicks on court throughout the duration of the season.
Coming off two foot injuries, I kind of had to tone it down a little bit. I had to get away from the Kobe's and stuff like that, just because medically they wanted me playing a mid or a higher top shoe. But I mean, I'm just playing in some hyper fuses or whatever right now. But after I get some more games in, you'll see me switched over. I mean, historically, I like to play in the Kobe's. I never played in Jordans. I thought that was disrespectful, so I didn't really play in Jordans. But a lot of Kobe's and stuff like that.
I mean, I like the LeBron 10s. I like the Huarache 2K4s. I like Jordan 10s, 13s. Those are probably my favorite ones to play in.
Jordan 3 or Jordan 11?
I like the 3s.
Black cement 3s or white cement 3s?
White cement 3s. I really like all of them for some reason. I don't know why. Pretty much have all of them. Hopefully just keep getting more and more as the year goes on.
Just all time.
All time? Ooh. All time, there were, all right, this is bad because I'm not going to know the name. What were the shoes Steve Nash used to wear with the strap? They're like the Zoom Jet. Yeah, the Zoom Jet. I had a pair of those. Most comfortable shoes I ever played in. I had them in white and purple.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite shoes playing now?
The Hyper Rev. Super light, ankle support. Cuts real well. I like them a lot. Y'all got to understand, it's not easy for a size 18.
Yeah.
However, Nike started making the foams in bigger sizes, so even though they aren't new, I picked up a couple. I got the pink ones, the purple ones, and then I got some, a lot of IDs, like the KD IDs. Trying to think, I don't really have anything exclusive, but the Jordans, I got the Taxis again. I wore those in college. Those were like my favorite shoes in college. So those are my latest.
Well, we spotted some nice sneakers on the NBA hardwood this week, but let's now check out my Fave 5 of your kicks on court. Shoe Show laced up the Nike Zoom LeBron 4. Quincy Ryan wore the Sunshine Adidas Crazy 1, while Sneakerhead 93 rocked the Nike ID Kobe 9 EM. Demon Basketball 04 wore the Memphis version of the Nike Air Penny 5, and coming in at number 1 is Soul Man, who rocked the Christmas edition of the Nike LeBron 7. Last week, Etonic made headlines by announcing the launch of Brand Dream in partnership with Hakeem Olajuwon. The joint deal will see the relaunch of many vintage models from both the basketball and running categories, including the release of Olajuwon's Hakeem the Dream signature shoe. I recently had the pleasure of discussing the return of Etonic with Hakeem in an interview that will air next week on nicekicks.com. Check out a preview.
We meet again.
Once again.
So last time we talked about a new brand you had coming out, but today we're here to talk about a retro. A retro that's, what, 30 years in the making?
30 years. I can't believe it.
I know, right?
Yeah. It seems like yesterday. That was my first shoe. Dream and Dream Supreme. the comfort level, knowing that this is the first brand name shoe after me was something that was very, very special. You know, so I like to see it again.
Well, that brings today's show to a close. As always, thank you guys for tuning in each and every Friday for your Kicks on Court coverage here. I'm your host, George Kill, and Blake Griffin's explosive dunk off the curl in his Jordan Superfly 2 PO serves as our Heat highlight of the week.
From three-point range, well over 50%. Quick mathematics. Nice. Durant still hounding him. Griffin hammers it down. That's his first emphatic stuff of the game.
And the Clipper coaching staff high-fives each other. They drew that one up.